for the lecture on goodness of chicken egg, nature's perfect food. On this event, we have with us Dr. M.K. Jhala, Director of Research and Dean PG Studies, Anand Agricultural University, as the president of this function. Our chief guest and speaker, Dr. S.R. Anand, Director, Anand Animal Health Private Limited, Anand, Gujarat. Our speaker, Mr. Sameer Patel, Managing Director, Oper India Private Limited, Vitthal Udyog Nagar, Anand, Gujarat. Dr. Y.M. Shukla, Principal and Dean, BA College of Agriculture, Anand Agricultural University. Dr. R.S. Pundir, Principal and Dean and PI, Naheb Caste, IABMI. Dr. F.P. Savalia, Principal Scientist and Head, Poultry Research Station and CCPI, Naheb Caste. And Dr. R.M. Rajpura, Assistant Professor and Co-PI of Naheb Caste, Anand. On this event, I would request all the dignitaries to kindly lighten the lamp and start this occasion.
Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampada. Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampada. Shatru buddhi vinashaya deepajyotir namostute. Deepajyotir namostute. Deepajyotir parabrahma. Deepajyotir
Thank you everyone. Sunday ho ya Monday, roz khao ande. The taglines, written by late ad veteran Mr. Anand Halve, with exceptional marketing and campaign strategy, played pivotal role in generating a new category called Agitarians in India. And the entire world celebrates World Egg Day since 1996 on second Friday of October. And to celebrate this particular day, we have all gathered here. On this occasion, I would request Dr. F.P. Savalia, Principal Scientist and Head PRS, for the formal welcome address.
Very good morning to everyone, and all are welcome on World Egg Day. On behalf of organizers, I feel immense pleasure to heartily welcome all the dignitaries on the dais, and those who are joined online as well as those who are present in the hall. On the occasion of in Anand Agriculture University campus, on the occasion of World Egg Day. World Egg Day is being celebrated worldwide on the second Friday of October every year to create the awareness and about the importance of chicken egg in human health and human nutrition. With the aim of this specific day, Department of Animal Science, BA College of Agriculture, and Naheb Caste Project, IABM, Anand Agriculture University, Anand, jointly organizes the lectures on goodness of chicken egg, nature's perfect food. On this occasion, I take the opportunity to heartily welcome our respected Dr. M.K. Jhala sir, Director of Research and DGP Study, Anand Agriculture University, Anand, and President of today's function. I welcome Dr. S.R. Anand, Director, Anand Animal Health Private Limited, and chief guest of today's function, and also he is one of the speaker of the function. He is alumnus of Veterinary College Anand, and he was faculty member too. I welcome Dr. Samir Patel, Managing Director, Cooper India Private Limited. Vithal Udyog Nagar Anand. He is also a renowned speaker and of the today's function. He is also an alumni of BA College of Agriculture. I welcome Dr. R.S. Pundi sir, Principal and Dean IIBM and Principal Investigator NAHEP CAST Project, as well as Dr. Y.M. Shukla sir, Principal and Dean BA College of Agriculture, Anand Agriculture University, and also the advisors of today's function. My warm welcome to all the university officers, deans, directors, registrars, university officers, unit officer, head of the department, faculty member and of the Anand Agriculture University, as well as Kamdhenu University. I welcome Mr. Sukhbhai Patel, Chairman Gujarat Layer Farmers Association, and Mr. Anveshbhai Patel, President Broiler Farmer Coordination Committee, Gujarat. Other distinguished personalities from the poultry industry and invited poultry farmers on this occasion. I also welcome Dr. R.M. Rajpura, Assistant Professor, Department of Animal Science, BA College of Agriculture, and Dr. Y.L. Lad, Associate Professor, IIBM, and organizing secretaries of today's session. I also welcome all the invitees, veterinarians, students, ladies and gentlemen on this occasion. Once again, I welcome one and all and who are present over here as well as on the online mode. Once I wish this function a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. On this event, we would like to welcome our guest with the bouquet of flowers. First, I would like to invite Dr. Y.M. Shukla to welcome our president of this event, Dr. M.K. Jhala, Director of Research and Dean PG Studies, Anand Agricultural University, with the flowers. I again request Dr. Y.M. Shukla to welcome Dr. S.R. Anand, the chief guest of this event. Thank you, sir. May I request Dr. R.S. Pundi to welcome Mr. Samir Patel. Requesting Dr. F.P. Savalia to welcome Dr. Y.M. Shukla with the flowers. May I request Dr. R.M. Rajpura to welcome Dr. R.S. Pundi. I request Dr. Y.L.R. to welcome Dr. F.P. Savalia with the flowers. And I request Dr. Kshitij Shukla to welcome Dr. R.M. Rajpura, organizing secretary of this lecture series. Thank you everyone. May I request Dr. R.S. Pundi, Principal and Dean IIBMI and PI NAHEP CAST, for the introductory remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Rucha. First of all, a very good morning to everyone. Our Honorable Director of Research and President of this function, Dr. M.K. Jhala sir. Our chief guest and key speaker of this function or this lecture series, Dr. S.R. Anand sir. Sir, we had an opportunity to have few minutes discussion with both the eminent and esteemed speakers in the chambers of our principal of BA College. So this was a wonderful one, and we need to learn many more things from you. Also, our second speaker, Mr. Samir Patel. Also, I would like to say here, Dr. Shukla Saab, our principal, and our colleague also, and Dr. F.R. Savalia Saab, head of department, as well as one of the CCPI of NAHEP project, and both the organizing secretaries of this lecture series, Dr. Rajpura and Y. Lad, all the senior officers of the university, as well as all the participants, mainly the students who are mainly PG students, MSc, PhD, and some faculty members. Sir, my knowledge is always very limited, but this is very, very important. At least some of the students who have joined this our university recently, as well as some those participants who are not knowing something about this project, I will briefly tell within 2 to 3 minutes, and then I will over to this function to the organizers. So this actually National Agriculture Higher Education Projects. This is a very, very important and precious projects. Government of India through ICR and World Bank on 50-50 basis selected some themes, more than 40 themes in different areas of agriculture and allied sector in our country. The purpose, stipulated objectives as well as intended objective was to improve the quality of higher education in agriculture sectors through conducting research, rigorous research in different areas, capacity building programs, and through foreign visits of the faculty as well as students, also with the industry and academia interface. This is a very, very important. But the focus of CAST component under NAHEP, that is Center for Advanced Agriculture Science and Technology, which we have with our university, is to involve the PG students and faculty members only, MSc, PhD students and faculty members. So out of those selected themes, our university received one very, very important theme on Center for Agriculture Market Intelligence. 3 years, more than 3 years ago, on, to be specific, 14th July 2019. The Center for Agriculture Market Intelligence at our university is working very well. There are a number of activities of this center, but 2-3 activities are very important. One is conducting research on different areas, 4 thematic areas. We have 4 basic objectives. One is price forecast and demand and supply in the areas of crops as well as allied sectors. When we say the allied sector, this is dairy, fisheries, poultry, and APTs, food processing technologies, mainly specifically. And we are doing work in all these areas. We have 18 research studies and 8 studies have been completed. Demands, their drafts are ready. And we have received some comments from the experts, and shortly we'll be submitting through our competent authorities to NAHEP Delhi. And rest of the studies are going on, and before 31st March, we shall be able to complete most of the work in this area. And this apart, we are also having the say in international trade, that is global intelligence, we are calling this export, import, marketing, and institutions, farmer institutions like FPOs and cooperatives, as well as commodity market. These are 4 thematic areas in which we are conducting the rigorous research with the help of experts and 5 eminent consultant of national and international reputes. We are also having association of some eminent institutions, very premium institutions like ISRO with us to help us in developing the hybrid model for price forecast and demand supply for crops and other sectors. And we are working with them. And also with Western Sydney University on a very, very important large projects on agribusiness market intelligence. These are few things about that. Apart from this research component, equally important component is capacity building, but focus is on PG students and faculty members, though we have conducted more than 85 capacity building programs over the last 3 years, and we have received a very good, rather wonderful feedback, and these programs are being evaluated technically based on the retention power of the students and participants. We are doing these things. And this apart, there are a number of other activities, but basically research and capacity building programs. We are also trying to make headway in foreign visits. Sir, already yesterday, sir, we also received the feedback from Delhi that shortly we shall be getting the approval for our students. For faculty members, already we have received the approval for foreign visits. So we shall be doing, completing this activity also shortly. We are also having some certificate courses, 6 certificate courses, including on Python, which is likely to be completed shortly. Python, agriculture, market intelligence, agriculture insurance, SPSS. These all certificate courses are very, very important. So I would urge all the PG students and the faculty members to visit our website. We have through our university, our website, and which can be accessed from anywhere, nahepcastaau.in. All information related to this, our Center for Agriculture Market Intelligence at our university is available on this website, and you may find all the lectures and maybe the program wise, all the lectures delivered by eminent personalities, experts with rich experience. And this is a treasure, we call this thing. Make use of these things. Sir, this apart, as far as this sector is concerned, polity, though our experts are there, we are very keen to listen you today. But we know, based on being in the marketing and economic sides, that this poultry sector is the sun-rising sector. Though if we leave aside this 2 years pandemic situation, maybe the first year was difficult one because of disruption of the supply chain management, supply chains. So it has recovered very fast. And the growth rate, which was from 12% to 15%, had come down to maybe the 5%, 6%. Now it is again being projected to 10% to 10.5%, 22 to 27 in some reports. So I think it has very well recovered. It has very good opportunities in agri entrepreneurship. Most important one, because if we see the crop sector, the growth rate has been over the last 10 years, if you see roughly, it is 3 to 3.6% or so. But in this sector, it has been 8.5% to 12% and more than that. And in spite of that, 24 to 26,000 crore rupees we are earning, or it is having the say in our national income. But yet we have not realized the export potential of poultry sector. There are a number of growth drivers, maybe the population. Our population itself is a big market. India has a big market because of its population, thank God. But apart from that, what we are saying, the growth of population and change in the consumption pattern towards the items having the maybe the proteins items emanating from poultry products, maybe the eggs or maybe the broiler meats or maybe the dairy products. Now it is shifting. The population or public is shifting based on this consumption pattern. We see the future of this sector as sun-rising sector. There are a number of other factors, maybe the supply chain management, or in marketing we see that when we study these things, what we are observing, that food chains, including restaurants or maybe the fast foods, and more than that, nowadays the other things or the other channels, online channels like Zomatos or maybe Uber Eats, we all know these things. So these are creating an ambience within which this sector is bound to grow like anything. Entrepreneurship is the most important part which needs to be addressed. We expect both our eminent speakers today, though the focus in this presentation, both lectures will be on production side. We also request you to touch upon marketing and trade side also, because these are very, very important from the point of entrepreneurship. These are few things, sir, from my side. And once again, I welcome all of you, as well as I hope that these two lectures under the lecture series will be very, very useful for the student, all the participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. R.S. Punde. May I request now Dr. Y.M. Shukla, Principal and Dean, to brief about this program.
Very good morning to one and all present here. Dignitaries sitting on the dais, Dr. M.K. Jala sir, Director of Research and Dean PG Studies, our renowned speakers, Dr. S.R. Anand sir and Dr. Samir Patel, my colleague Dr. Pundir ji, and Organizing Secretary Dr. Rais Rajpura, poultry farmers who have been invited here, HODs of the various departments, all unit officer, Dr. Samir Datta, Dr. Godasra, librarian, Assistant Registrar, Dr. Deepak Bhai, and dear students, and those who are already joined with the online link. Very good morning once again. As you know, on the onset of Egg Day, if you look into the history of this, it has been already narrated that it is being celebrated from 1996 onward. So probably this may be the 26th Egg Day that is being celebrated at every second Friday of the October month. And in this series of events, this is the 26th program, I hope. And theme of this today's program is goodness of chicken egg and nature's perfect food. It is the theme of today's, this year poultry chicken egg day to be celebrated. And as far as this nutritive values or goodness of the chicken egg is concerned, so I can say that various and nutritions which are present, but I shall narrate that very few key points. That is the one is the choline, that is helping in the nervous system. It is present in the egg. Another is the omega-3 fatty acids, which is producing a HDL, that is a good cholesterol. Then selenium is the third one. All vitamins except vitamin C that is present in the egg, and key minerals like iron, calcium, and others, they are also present. Because we are going to listen from the renowned speakers, Anand sir as well as Dr. Samir Patel, that what are the goodness of the egg and how we can go ahead with this. So world population, that even in India it is 70%, they are of non-vegetarian. Again, in the if you divide into the women and the men, then more men are non-vegetarian among these 70%. And if we look into the India's point of view, that Gujarat ranks around fourth. Gujarat is not a vegetarian state, we can say, in the India, because the Haryana leads, then comes the Rajasthan, then Punjab, Gujarat ranks 4, and after that the Madhya Pradesh. So Gujarat is producing a large number of egg production, chicken also, broiler also. So as far as this production is there, so we are reaching ahead of this. And I have data that I gathered from the Dr. S.R. Anand sir, that broiler production is around 3.6 billion in the world, and 12 billion eggs are produced. In Gujarat, we are producing 50 lakhs eggs per day. Is it so? 50 lakhs eggs per means that, and still some demands are more because during some particular season, say for winter, it will demand will be more, and the supply and demand chain, that is being also disturbed. Then we are having the other factors also, those who are vegetarian or agrarian. So there are various beliefs. So during some months, that demand will be very less. Religious beliefs are also involved in that. So these are the certain beliefs. Even though we can say it is a world perfect food, I have narrated the very few nutritions which are very much important as far as the health is concerned. And people are saying that an apple keeps a doctor away. Then there is an argument also that 1 or 2 egg for a mature person, it will be a good enough to level your cholesterol also. So, and as far as the egg production is concerned, we know that still there are more scope to develop it further, because to have a supply and demand chain properly balanced. Another point is that poultry farmers, which are they are facing that value addition or post harvest management of this, because many a times it happens that when the supply means that production is more, supply is less, and they face a huge problem that they are not having the post harvest management. Only 7%, whatever the eggs are produced, 7% eggs are being processed for further use. So we cannot store eggs for the larger period, or more than a week or 10 weeks like period, more than 2 weeks like period. Otherwise they will be spoiled. So to prevent this, there is a need to develop a post harvest management in the egg industries. And for that, the dehydration is one of the factors. We should go for the dehydration, make this egg powder, and go for the commercialization of this. The world is doing this thing. Another point is that another aspect is that we can have a egg, and we can add this egg content into the some syrup, sugar syrup or corn syrup, and then after it can be added to certain food products, and that can be stored further. Then another point that we can also go for it, that pharmaceutical use or medicinal purpose, we can also go ahead with this. Further, egg industries and agriculture industries, that should be developed. If it is being developed, then the poultry farmers will be having a less problem, so that they can have a storage, and cryogenic machinery will be quite useful for this. So egg industries and engineering industry, should also be developed. And I am glad to inform you that biofortified eggs, this is the new term, that biofortified eggs means we can enrich the egg nutrition. And we have done a research here in our university that if you feed a certain food like maize or yellow maize, then we are having the egg which are having high carotene or we can say vitamin A. So likewise, this kind of biofortified eggs, biofortified plants are available. But biofortified eggs, it is also a new concept, and we also developed some of these biofortified eggs which are vitamin A rich, yellow means carotene rich egg also. So I hope this two lectures they will take the care of this, and various additions like salt also we can add to the egg, and that will be also being discussed here. And as narrated by Dr. Pundirji, that commercialization aspect and egg marketing, it should also be developed. So these are the points to be discussed here. And I hope these two lectures will be deliberated with this concern, and you will also enjoy, entertain with these two lectures. You will enrich your knowledge. And Dr. Anand Jha is a very good orator also, and we should not miss him while he is. So after inauguration is over, so please don't leave all HODs and this. We are going to enjoy his lecture, and you will not be bored, I am sure. So thank you one and all for patiently listening.
Thank you, sir. Dr. P.H. Tank, Dean Veterinary, Kamdenu University, Gandhinagar, is here with us. I would request Dr. Rajpura to welcome him with the bouquet of flowers. Thank you, sir. Due to some other engagements, we will be having our presidential address first. I would request our president of this event, Dr. M.K. Jhala, Director of Research and Dean, to share his views, please.
Sarvene Vandan, a very good morning to all. Dean of the Agriculture Faculty, Dr. Shukla, Dean of the Agribusiness Management Faculty and Principal Investigator of a very prestigious NAHED CAS project at AAU, Dr. Pundir. Both the invited guests as well as the very learned speakers in this field, my friend, and in fact, if I can say that partly even a teacher for a very short period of time, because he took few of the practicals when I studied at undergraduate level, and friend of mine, Dr. Anand, actually is I can say a veterinarian family, because his daughter is also, I think was my student. Natasha is here. Dr. Samir Patel, Dr. Savalia, Dr. Rais, Deans sitting in front of us, Dean of Food Processing Technology Faculty, Dr. Datta, Dean of the Veterinary Faculty from Kamdenu University, my friend Dr. Tank, Librarian Dr. Godasra, all the heads of the department of this faculty as well as other faculties, faculty from the other colleges, the representatives from poultry associations or from the poultry industry. I especially welcome them to this university, and poultry farmers. Many of them are yet to join. They will be definitely joining. And of course, for whom primarily this program has been arranged, dear students. For me, of course, speaking from this podium on different occasions is always a pleasure, and being a part of a series of programs which are being conducted at this university, Anand Agriculture University. But considering the topic today, I have a slightly different feeling, which I want to share at the beginning. And that feeling is that in context to my background, I think that my background is still relevant for the activities, for the university's activity, AAU's activity, if I can say, considering the NEP 2020 mandate, National Education Policy mandate. I feel more comfortable with the topic, which is going to be brainstormed, if I can say today. The topic very nicely, you can say, decided, goodness of chicken egg, nature's perfect food. Now for the students, if I can ask, goodness of chicken egg, goodness means in this the word, what does the meaning it carries? Or goodness of a food, a perfect food, what do you understand by that? घर का खाना कहते हैं ना, गुडनेस फूड, घर का खाना, माँ का हाथ के खाना, हाथ का खाना, माँ के हाथ की खीर बोलते हैं ना। तो जो परफेक्ट फूड की एक डेफिनेशन मन में आती है ना, तो ऐसी चीजों से कुछ होता है, कुछ रिलेशन होता है, जिसको हम बोलते हैं मेरे लिए ये परफेक्ट फूड है। लेकिन फूड के हमारे डीन शुक्ला जी भी बायोकेमिस्ट हैं और दूसरे भी स्पेशलिस्ट है यहाँ, जो जानते हैं कि एज ए साइंटिस्ट जब हम परफेक्ट फूड की बात करते हैं तो क्या होता है कॉम्पोजिशन में, कि उसमें कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स होने चाहिए, प्रोटीन्स होने चाहिए, फैट्स भी होने चाहिए, लिपिड, विटामिन्स, मिनरल्स होने चाहिए, और वो कॉम्बिनेशन परफेक्ट हो उसको परफेक्ट फूड बोलते हैं। बट इफ आई कैन आस्क यू व्हाट इज द परफेक्ट फूड फॉर यू, तो शायद आप में से कोई आंसर देगा कि इट इज मैगीज नूडल्स परफेक्ट फूड, और ये भी हो सकता है कि वो नायलॉन की पाव भाजी परफेक्ट फूड, और मे बी समटाइम्स इफ वी हैपन टू विजिट से मधुबन का, तो पास्ता सलाद मधुबन का है या सिजलर्स है, और मे बी फॉर अ गर्ल्स हियर मे बी अ पानी पूरी इज अ परफेक्ट फूड. But what's the combination inside? So my point is, the perception of a perfect food, generally is limited to the tongue, the taste, the titillation of the tongue. But once it passes through this, in the digestive system, only the recognition is in terms of carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins or minerals, which is there is no taste inside. Taste is only here. So our acceptance or rejection of the food and considering it as a perfect food or a non-perfect food lies only at the level of the tongue or at the taste level. Inside everything is the same. So if we get the ability to, to win this, the power of a test, and because of that many problems arises, आप सब लोग हॉस्टल में भी रहते हैं ना कभी कभी, तो घर पे हर रोज फोन में या व्हाट्सएप में यही होता है कि आज मैंने वही पोटैटो खाए और वही ब्रिंजल खाए और नहीं अच्छा है, काइंड ऑफ थिंग। और कभी कभी हॉस्टल छोड़ के भी जाना पड़ता है, कभी कभी सेट नहीं हो पाते हैं, दूसरी जगह भी जाते हैं कैरियर में। So this is a very important aspect, to consider and have a balance, to define something as a perfect food. Egg के बारे में, of course, experts are here. They will be talking more on that. कि calories होती है around 75, I think average होती है ना sir, 75 किलो calories होती है. Average egg size around 56 grams होता है. हमारे chicken egg की बात करें, बाकी तो अलग अलग avian species का range है. अभी इमू एग्स की भी बात कर रहे हैं, बहुत ज्यादा एग 500 प्लस ग्राम होता है. क्वेल्स और उनका छोटे हुए एग्स साइज होती है. लेकिन उसके अलावा 7 gram of one egg contains 7 gram of very high quality proteins, isn't it? And this protein is of high quality, they say, because protein, you all know, you are a students of a biological science, they are made up of amino acids. And amino acids में भी कुछ essential amino acids होते हैं जो चाहिए हमें, है ना, essential and non-essential amino acids. So I think, if I am not wrong, eggs contains almost all the essential amino acids. That's why it's a perfect food, along with other vitamins, minerals, और vitamins की भी range है.
ए डी के, और वो तो है ही, वाटर सॉल्युबल बी कॉम्प्लेक्स के विटामिन भी है, एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स भी है, जियाजेंथिन एंड वो जो दूसरे हैं जो डिसीज फाइटिंग कैपेबिलिटीज में हमें काम आते हैं। तो ये पूरा एक पावर हाउस है, पैक जो बोलते हैं ना, वो पूरे एग के अंदर है, दैट्स व्हाई। एंड व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट food security at a global level, since last a decade or so, there is also a particular, the aspect which is being talked much is about food safety. An egg is considered to be one of the most safe food generally, except few occasions there are problems with salmonellosis and other things which are egg-borne diseases. So few of the viral diseases, very few, but on an average, otherwise egg is considered to be the most safe food. So a powerhouse of nutrition along with this safety aspect makes it really a good choice as a food. And I think egg is one of the only food, if I am not wrong, which has a natural source of vitamin D, isn't it? Natural source of vitamin D. Otherwise, for vitamin D, हम जानते हैं दूसरा लेना पड़ता है, सनलाइट में जाना पड़ता है ना। लेकिन एग के अंदर विटामिन डी जो नेचुरल सोर्स है, दूसरे सोर्स हैं जो क्रिएटेड होते हैं, वो भी एक है। दिस इज ऑल्सो अनदर यूनिक थिंग अबाउट द एग एज अ फूड. With regards to the overall development of poultry industry and egg production, for that matter, of course, this fowl was domesticated in BC era, around 4500 BC or up to 6000 BC, say that the fowl was domesticated. And then over the period of human civilization, we have ended up to having a commercial lot of a layer chicken and for a broiler production of a different strain. Long back in India, before even independence, there was a poultry research station at IVRI, Izzatnagar, I think in 1939, that was established because there was a Royal Commission of Agriculture during the British rule. It recommended for establishment of such centers. And so far in India, 22 poultry breeds have been gazette notified, 22 different breeds for egg purpose as well as for broiler production. And I'm happy to share here that our poultry research station at AAU has been very actively involved even in breed conservation. Apart from the commercial lot which they are maintaining, which is of a white leghorn, the commercial egg producing strain, and there are different variants which also they are maintaining. Along with that, our research station here, with Dr. Savalia is heading, they are also working on indigenous breeds, the Deshi chicken, what we call. Because see, earlier the poultry husbandry was a backyard venture. It was not on a commercial scale. Since that 4 or 5 decades, it is one of the success of the animal husbandry side, that the full-fledged, the industrial scale, if any animal husbandry aspect has achieved, that was the poultry sector. So from the backyard venture, still many of the farmers in the rural area, they maintain this Deshi chicken. So there is one Ankleshwar chicken that which they have been maintaining, and now we have applied for a breed conservation award. For that also application has gone. Another breed which is Aravali chicken, which is found in the North Gujarat region, the Banaskantha and Sabarkantha region. So that also one proposal is already there with the NBAGR Karnal, which is a body which recognize ICR Institute, which is responsible for recognizing newer breeds in India. So that is also on a final stage of recognition. So if that is recognized, that will be also the contribution of our poultry research station. Before I think 5-6 years, 3 commercial strains were also released by this center. One was for, I think, for the high egg production. One was for a high egg weight, I think. And another one was a high feed conversion efficiency. All these 3 strains of layer chickens, they were released. So poultry sector overall has witnessed a paradigm shift in the structure and operation, both transforming from a mere backyard activity into a major commercial agri-based industry over a period of last 4 to 5 decades. And if we consider the data of the since independence, say 1950, 51 egg production total number, if you say, there is an increase of about almost 63 times increase in the egg production in our country. And this is considered to be one of the silver revolution. You know, we have a white revolution for milk. Similarly, green revolution we had previously for, you know, for agriculture. Similarly, for eggs, they considered it as a silver revolution, and then there was a red revolution that was for meat. But this silver revolution was around 2000, they said. Other data, of course, have been narrated earlier, so I'm not repeating them. And the real intricacies of this topic as a food, of course, there are experts who will be speaking on that. But the overall, you can say the growth in egg production is, you can say, exceptionally high in India, almost 6.7% growth rate it has achieved over the years. And if you compare with any other sectors, this growth rate is around 2% or below 2%. And it is only in the poultry production, it is in this higher digit. Still, with this quantum jump on various aspects of poultry production and poultry industry, still the per capita availability of the eggs in the country is less. Because I think the recommendation of Indian Council of Medical Research says that there should be around 180 eggs per year, but that availability should be there per head. But considering our vast population, there is always an issue with that. So we still are struggling with about 90 eggs per year, the per capita availability of these eggs. With the policy which was adopted by the government of India long back in the early 60s, because as I said, that it was only a backyard venture. So to convert into a commercial scale, we imported exotic breeds of high producing breeds of chicken, especially the white leghorn in the early 60s. And then over the years, the high yielding strains, they were released by various SAUs as well as from ICR centers 1972 onwards. And even many backyard poultry, the indigenous breeds are also very popular, as I gave two examples, which our poultry center is handling. But at the national level also, there are varieties like Vanraja, Gram Priya, or even there is a CARI Nirbhik variety, which has been even considered by FAO as one of the potential breed for indigenous consumption. And as mentioned by Dr. Shukla, finally, I would touch on some of the innovative aspects which are being considered for the chicken eggs. And these innovative eggs are in terms of a better nutritional quality. Suppose we want to have a high omega fatty acids in our diet, taking care of the bad cholesterol. So we can feed the poultry this kind of a diet, and we can have a better output in the eggs. So which will improve the health of the human being. And as far as the products are concerned, even there are various, if you go on the website, you will be amazed to see some of the varieties. We have a special egg vendors, you know, the restaurants, exclusively for eggs varieties. And in Anand also, there are certain on the road side also you will find in Vadodara and Ahmedabad, you will find that those restaurants are entirely based on egg dishes only. So there are some innovative approaches like say ragi or millets, preparation of the eggs along with that, or blending with cereals. There are pickled eggs available, or salted chicken egg. Even there are certain preparation like egg rasmalai, egg noodles. They have been developed and they have always also been commercialized. And the designer eggs, as I mentioned, the feed supplemented with a few nutritional enrichment like omega-3 fatty acids. So with these very interesting aspects, I think Dr. Anand is a specialist, and whole life he has worked on that. And I have been told by Rais that Dr. Samir has had a very innovative approach to what business he is being taking care right now. So definitely it will be very, very inspiring. And as our Nahe Caste project for a capacity building, this aspect is always considered. So I'm glad that this important aspect, Dr. Pundir, you have considered as a part of your project. And I'm sure all of us will be more wiser after today's deliberation and brainstorming. So I wish all the best for the successful organization of this program. And I convey my best wishes to the organizers. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Moving ahead, I would request Dr. R.M. Rajpura to give brief introduction about the guest speaker, Dr. S.R. Anand.
Good morning, everyone. Wish you very happy World Egg Day. Morning, respected Director of Research and Dean PG Study, Dr. M.K. Jala, sir. Dean DACA, Dr. Y.M. Shukla, sir. Dr. R.S. Pandit, Dean IABMI, and Principal Engineer PI, Nahib Caste Project. Our guest, Dr. S.R. Anand, sir. Dr. Samir Bhai, Savaliya, sir. Dean Veterinary College, Dr. P.H. Tang, sir. Dr. Sumita, sir. Professors, head, various distinguished guests, students, and faculty members. Today's era, consumer wants to know from where the product is coming. So smart consumer is there, how the product is produced, how the product is produced in the farm or anywhere, and what the product contain. This is the today's requirement. So for that, to aware about the egg production, today's theme, egg production, what egg contain, and what is myths about eggs, what is the true facts about eggs. Today we have with us Dr. S.R. Anand, sir. Dr. S.R. Anand, sir, is a graduate from Mahu Veterinary College in 1984. He's a BSc also, and BVSc and is from Mahu Veterinary College, and Masters and PhD in poultry breeding. He served in this university for 6 years after completion of his degree, and then moved to industry. In industry, he joined in various the fields. He started with the Venkateshwara hatcheries, the biggest companies of India. Then all biological companies like Hester, Boehringer, and this Fort Dodge. Recently, he has own company as a director of Anand Animal Health. And he's consulting so many farms. So he's visiting a poultry farm regularly and know how the egg is produced on the farm. So, sir, we're fortunate enough to listen you on today's on this egg day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajpura. Now may I request Dr. S.R. Anand to deliver his lecture.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All the dignitaries of the dais have left, I understand. The only dignitary I can see is my friend, Dr. Tank, and Dr. Shukla, of course. Dr. Savaliya is there. Dr. Pundir is there. Many of the other deans and professors whom I do not know are there. A bunch of poultry veterinarians appear to be sitting across the My friend here is sitting there. Students, ladies and gentlemen, I have asked for a collar mic because if my hands are held, I cannot speak properly. I asked Rais why you selected me for this lecture. So Rais said, we have selected you because your head is egg-shaped. And I am flattered by the observation. He has praised me in all his graciousness. There was an old movie, Rampur Ka Lakshman, in which Ranbir Kapoor goes to a army club, officers club. So somebody is asking, "Aapki तारीफ?" तो बोले जितनी करो उतनी कम है. So we have gathered here today to celebrate the World Egg Day. And the topic which is given to me, if we can start the PowerPoint. No problem. So we are here for celebration. I was an academician. I worked for 6 years in the university, and then I read a poem by Robert Frost, The Path Less Traveled. And the poem says that two paths diverged in the woods, and I took the one less traveled. So I decided to resign from the university and explore the world outside. And it has been a journey shrouded by maybe hundreds of successes and at least 5,000 failures. So my story is the story of thousands of failures and hundreds of successes. And if you follow a path, you will also face similar situations that I have faced. So at last the PowerPoint on. If we have a pointer, and how do you operate this pointer? World Egg Day 2022, goodness of chicken egg, because as Dr. Rais is saying, there are other eggs also. We are not talking about the ostrich egg or the emu egg. And it is nature's perfect food. This is a PowerPoint created by my junior veterinarians working in my office. Last year, I was told that the topic was incredible egg, and the egg is indeed an incredible thing. It is an incredible product, and that is why I have used again the same topic, incredible, because in such a small thing, which is approximately 50-55 grams, you have so much of nutrition inside. So I will try to discuss from a different perspective. You are all students, postgraduate students. I do not know, undergraduate students are also there. But we will look at it from a different perspective, from a man who has worked in the industry for so many years. And poultry is not my profession. Please understand that poultry is my passion. It is not my profession. It is my passion, and I have worked with diligence in this industry. So without the permission of Dr. Rais, we have put it the incredible egg, and we will discuss why the egg is an incredible product. This is a photograph of a half-fried egg ordered by me in Barcelona, Spain. Right side, the front one, I have put some pepper. The back side is as such, and you can see the beauty of the color. Spanish egg in Barcelona. The next one, as I was told by Natasha, is an egg that we ordered, I think, in Hayat in Hyderabad. I could not figure out, but I was told that there is a Char Minar below the egg, so it is in Hyderabad that we have ordered this egg. Now, one question that arises, there is some hesitation, some religious taboo regarding consumption of egg, that whether any form of Jeev Hatya is involved. So I would want to clarify that the white table egg that is available is a infertile egg. It does not contain any form of embryo. It does not have any life. And the embryonated egg has a disc like this called the blastoderm, and that is a fertile egg. So when you eat the white egg, it does not contain any life. As you drink milk, milk does not have life. And as you eat the egg, table egg, it does not have any life. So if there is any confusion that you are getting involved in some kind of Jeev Hatya by eating egg, it is not true. These are infertile eggs and they are produced only for table consumption purpose. And there is no male in the farm. In a commercial layer farm, only females are there. No males are there. So there is no embryo inside the egg. Now we take a look at the per capita egg consumption. How many eggs people are eating? This is data from the National Egg Commission. And old data is there. We are trying to download the current data, 2021 data. And I think they asked for $25–30. So I said we will do, it is not free data. So they asked for the money. So we have done only with the past data, which is also very, very revealing. Mexicans, right now, I think Mexico is eating 400 plus eggs per person per year. I went to Mexico, I asked, how are you eating so many eggs? He said, in baby's milk bottle also, we will put 1 egg. In anything and everything they will do, they will eat the egg. So Mexicans eat the highest amount of egg, followed by Japan, followed by Malaysia, Ukraine, Russia, and you can see the countries. I think China has risen further to maybe number 1 or number 2 right now. We will see as we see the population data. And these are the countries that are eating eggs. You can study on Google. Now Google is available. Na? Google Didi, we say, and all information is available on Google, that the cardiac problems in these countries are not more than India. Percentage of population wise, if we see that cardiac problem because of eating egg is not more than India, they are evenly distributed only. So per capita consumption is how many eggs a person is eating, average person is eating per year. Okay, is it clear? Now this is the standing layer population. This is industry data. Standing layer population of how many egg producing layers are there in the country. And you can see Tamil Nadu is 7.2 crore layers. 7.2 crore in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is a non-vegetarian state. Andhra Pradesh is also a non-vegetarian state, 4.92 crore. Telangana 4.81. Haryana is 3.24. Punjab is 2.42 crore. Karnataka is 2 crore and Maharashtra is 1.85. Gujarat is at approximately standing layer capacity is 87 lakhs. Standing layer capacity means farm capacity. Okay. We will go down and see what is the final output. Sorry. These are the other states. They are in lakhs. And total layer population. Commercial layer, white table egg commercial layer population is approximately 32 crore. 32 crore. Actual number of birds is 31.85. And what is the daily egg production? How do you calculate? 80%. So if we have 31.85 into 0.8, if you will do, you will end up approximately at 25 crore egg per day. India produces 25 crore eggs per day. This is the India story. You will see further where we stand in terms of egg production. Okay, this is a large population. How large is large? When you see the world egg production, you will find out how large is large. This is the per capita availability. Meat is total meat. is 6.52. This is government data. I think DAHD, Department of Animal Husbandry, and milk is per capita availability right now is 427 gram, and egg is 90. When I talk about the egg, it is table egg produced in organized farming, and there are unorganized sector is also there, village sector is there, desi hens are there. They also produce some eggs. So today, India is the world's third largest egg producer. Okay, India is the third largest egg producer, and after China and USA. So India produces 5.77 million tons. USA is a superpower, is 6.7 million ton. And what is China? Can you read? How much is China? 28.4 million ton. With a similar human population, China produces how much? Several times of what we produce in India. So how large is here you can see the comparison that China produces huge amount. If we have 30 crore layer, they are approximately at 250 crore or around 300 crore layers. So this is the difference. India is also the fourth largest meat producer after USA, China and Brazil. And one question that you have to ask yourself, how it was possible that India became such a large producer of egg and chicken, how it is possible? How many poultry veterinarians are there in this hall? Can you please stand up? All of you. Nishant, Dr. Godasara, please stand up. All poultry veterinarians to please stand up. Mayur, anybody who is not standing? Rais, you are standing. Now you turn around. Face the crowd. All of you. Santosh, please face the crowd. India became the third largest egg producer and fourth largest chicken producer because of the contribution of these veterinarians. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a big hand. Please sit down. And please give a big hand for your own university who created these veterinarians, including me. Please understand. Please understand. In Mahavir Samhita, when you read Mahavir Samhita, Jain religion, every sentence has to be read thrice so that there is no confusion. Education is the acquisition of knowledge. You come to the university and you acquire the knowledge. Rais struggled with his PhD for several years. I struggled with my MVSC still further to acquire knowledge. Education is the acquisition of knowledge, but knowledge is not wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to use knowledge. Wisdom is the ability to use knowledge. When I graduated, post-graduation I did, then I went to a farm and I did postmortem. Thesia, I did postmortem at Amar Poultry, Navli. And I had seen several diseases, but I had not seen Marek's disease. So farmer asked, is it Marek's? And I do not know. So I thought this is an old farmer. Let us say yes. So I said, yes, it is Marek's. And then I came back home and opened Randall and it was Marek's. So practical knowledge or ability to use knowledge is another area that after you complete your education, you will have to actualize your knowledge. Okay. So India is the third largest egg producer and the fourth largest chicken producer. As somebody said, egg production growth rate is 10%. And poultry meat production rate is 7.8%. Next. Now the Indian Council of Medical Research recommends 11 kg of meat, this includes all meat, per person per year, and 180 eggs. Right now we would be at around 70. So 100 egg deficit is still there. 180 eggs per person per year. Now, this is just a vague comparison of egg versus milk. What is the nutritive profile of egg versus meat? Protein is 36% and calorie is 143 and on and on. But what you can see, when I was in school, we had a poem. It is a very, very funny poem. I will recite the poem and I will come to this point once again. That if all the trees of the world were one tree, what a big tree it would make. And if all the men of the world were one man, what a big man it would make. And if all the oceans of the world were one ocean, what a big ocean it would make. And if all the axes of the world were one axe, what a big axe it would make. And if the big man would take the big axe and cut the big tree, and the big tree would fall in the big ocean, what a big splash it would make. What is the context? In human life, I sometimes wonder that if we could have the ability to do photosynthesis. Chalo, હું breakfast કરવા જાઉં છું terrace પર. Then there would be no need to eat. And if there is no need to eat, there would be no need to work. So why photosynthesis happens? How does the world go around? The sun provides the energy. The earth provides the ground. And the plants grow. They convert sunlight into energy, protein, vitamin, trace mineral, everything. And we eat. Because we need to eat, we need to work. You must have seen on National Geographic and YouTube that a 600 kg lion will take down a 2-ton buffalo because it is hungry. Hunger is something that papi pet ka sawal hai na, Deshmukh. You have to work because you need to eat. And what you need to eat? There are 4 components in nutrition. I don't know whether DC Patel is here or not. He is not. DC Patel is the man who taught me nutrition. I was the Eklavya of nutrition department. Unregistered student. 4 parts are there in nutrition: energy, protein, vitamins, and trace mineral. What do you see here? Protein. Can you see the protein? Energy, 143 calories. 2% carbohydrate is also energy. Fat is also energy. And a series of vitamins. And in another slide, we will see trace minerals also. Macro mineral and trace mineral. Sugar, macro mineral is calcium. Phosphorus is also there. Iron, potassium, omega-3 fatty acids. Samir will talk in detail about omega-3. So this is the composition. This is nutrition. That if you eat an egg, you will get energy, you will get protein, you will get vitamins, and you will get all the minerals also in a 50-55 gram egg. This is all that is there. You can take a look. Calcium, chromium, copper, iron. Composition is not important. What is important is everything is there. It is nature's gift in a small egg, which is costing 7 rupees, an omelette which is costing 20 rupees. You are getting full nutrition when you eat this egg, and there is no Jeev Hatya involved. India is the 3rd largest egg producer because we have the science to produce eggs. It is not a primitive industry. It is among the most advanced industries in the world. I once went to Atlanta, Dr. Rais, and I was loitering around in the lobby. Suddenly, IDEX, we are distributors of IDEX Laboratory, which is a $9 billion company. He said, oh, there is a contest going on inside. Poultry veterinarian contest is there. There is an iPad to be won. Come. And we went and sat there. And my name is already registered. I do not know. 3 questions have passed. And name is visible on the screen, ranking. So with the IDEX CEO, I participated. It is poultry disease, poultry veterinarian. 50-60 top veterinarians worldwide are there. I am not boasting about myself. I am talking about the type of science that is available in India. At the end of the contest, I did not win the iPad, but I was at number 8, which is still a good ranking. So that is the level of knowledge that is there in our poultry industry, Indian poultry industry, and it is very, very advanced. It is basically Americano, all American science. Predominantly poultry is American science and a part of it is European science. This is a slide prepared by my team that is sitting in the third row. A very pertinent slide. We tried to work out a correlation between per capita protein consumption and the medals in the Olympics. It is not a direct relationship, but still it is relevant. USA, highest medal tally, 113 gold medals last Olympics. Per capita protein consumption, per capita per day. Americans eat 71 gram of protein and 252 eggs per capita per year. Likewise, you see that most of the countries that have high medal tally are eating lot of protein. How much do we eat? We had 7 medals. An average Indian is eating only 14 gram of protein and 65 to 70 eggs. So when I was a child, Nitin Bhai is sitting here. Nitin Bhai is one of the oldest patron. Can you stand up, Nitin Bhai? Nitin Parikh, he is I think he has spent 50 years in this poultry industry. Turn around and greet the crowd. When I was a child, maybe 10 years old, we stayed in Mahu. Mahu is a small town near Indore, military headquarters of war, MHOW, military headquarters of war. And we used to learn boxing from one Ustad Joginder Singh. He was this tall, big hand. He was an Asian Games boxer. He did not win a medal. So in an army function, he was to be honored because he was a great boxer. And we were his students, children. So in the function, they asked Ustad Joginder Singh will say 2 words. In Hindi, they say, Ustad Joginder Singh, 2 shabd bolenge. What did he say? I will tell you. I did not understand the meaning for several years. I will explain you what is the meaning. He came to the stage. खाना पीना अच्छा होना चाहिए, रियाज अच्छा होना चाहिए, धन्यवाद. And we laughed, and I continued to laugh for 20 years before I realized that you are what you eat. If you eat good food, you are a good person, you will be a healthy person. And what does riyaz mean in Urdu? Riyaz, disciplined work. So eat food and do disciplined work. If you don't eat nutritious food, you will not be able to perform. My apologies. So this ICMR recommends 54 gram per day for men, and ladies 46 gram per day. Just a drift that if you eat an egg or 2 eggs a day, the skin will become more beautiful the next day only. And if you want to test this, I don't know, it is as per your own faith and astha. If you eat fish, next day skin will become beautiful. So the beauty of the skin will depend on vitamin A and the amino acid profile of what you eat. That is why rice is so handsome. What is the price? Table egg average price is 7 rupees. 7 rupees is the price of the puff. Omelette 25 rupees on the cart. Now there is one more area. कि भाई egg खावाथी heart attack आवी जैसे. Ashok bhai is there or he left? I think he left. No problem. This is a question that many people ask. In 90s, my uncle, Mama, had a coronary blockade and there was a coronary bypass. And I was scared to death after looking at that surgery, open heart surgery. And I stopped eating eggs. Till 2001, I did not eat. Because egg is harmful, it will block the heart. Then new research came in. And this is from American Heart Association. And I did my own research, which I will show you live. In 2022, the American Heart Association recommends healthy individual can eat a whole egg daily in a healthy diet pattern, and up to 2 eggs per day is recommended for aging adults like me. People who are diabetic or pre-diabetic or aging, 2 eggs per day. This is latest from American Heart Association. Americans, I worked with Americans, and Americans don't lie. This is authentic data. A study published in the medical journal Howard found that an egg a day may keep the doctor away. What Dr. Jhala was saying, Mayur was saying that an egg a day can keep the doctor away. Researchers studied 1 million Chinese adults for 9 years and found that 1 egg per day lowered the risk of heart disease and stroke. It lowered the risk of heart disease and stroke. However, they are eating Chinese food. એ ગોટા અને બધું ભજીયા નથી ખાતા, નૂડલ્સ ખાય છે ખાલી ચાઇનીઝ. And another study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that eating at least 12 eggs a week, this is a 3-month, did not increase cardiovascular risk factor for people with pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes. A huge amount of Indian population is type 2 diabetes, including me. Now we come to the most interesting part. Whether this, what the American Medical Association has said, is true or not, that we try to find out. Somehow, can you enlarge this? It cannot be enlarged. અને મોટું નહીં કરાશે ને. This is my report taken 2 days back. Deshmukh, you can zoom it on your phone and tell the crowd that what you are reading. આ લિપિડ પ્રોફાઇલ છે, મારું લિપિડ પ્રોફાઇલ છે, પરમ દિવસે કરેલું. I have been asked to speak in English because there is a huge audience on the webcast. So that is why total cholesterol is 171. I am 61-year-old male, diabetic. 171 is total cholesterol. What is the limit? Limit is 200. It is in control. HDL cholesterol is 55. HDL is high density lipoprotein. It is the good cholesterol. It will lower the risk of a cardiac arrest. HDL will lower the risk of cardiac arrest. It is high. LDL cholesterol is 73.2. Limit is 100. Optimal limit is 100. VLDL is the dangerous cholesterol. It is 54.2. Limit is 60. What is wrong in this report? If you can read, what is wrong in this report? Anybody can tell? Nishant? Nishant is my enemy number 1. He is saying triglyceride is high. Huh? In front of such a august gathering, you are putting me in trouble, Nishant. Are you not ashamed? Why you should be ashamed? It is the truth. So I will explain what has happened, Dr. Santosh. I will divert a little bit, and there is a management example is there. You must have heard about Mirza Ghalib. This is a bogus share from Mirza Ghalib. It is not a true share. That Ghalib had a girlfriend, and girlfriend decided to marry somewhere else. So she gave a invitation card to Ghalib. ભાઈ મારા મેરેજ છે તો આ તારીખે આવી જજો. તો Ghalib had a heartbreak. શાયરનું તો એમ પણ heartbreak જ હોય ને. હમણાં કાલે WhatsApp આવેલું. We had a WhatsApp. ભાઈ સફળ પ્રેમ અને અસફળ પ્રેમની વચ્ચે શું ડિફરન્સ હોય? તો કે અસફળ પ્રેમ વિસ્કી પીએ, શાયરી કરે, રખડે, ને સફળ પ્રેમ જે હોય તે તુવેર છોલે, મઠિયા બનાવવામાં મદદ કરે, દિવાળીની સફાઈ કરે. So Ghalib had a heartbreak. Anyway, Ghalib is a very learned man, na? So he went to the marriage and he ate the biryani there, and then he wrote कि गर्लफ्रेंड की शादी में जाकर ये ख्याल आया है गालिब. गर्लफ्रेंड की शादी में जाकर ये ख्याल आया है गालिब कि बिरयानी अच्छी हो तो मोहब्बत भी फीकी लगती है. So what is the conclusion? that if you have a heartbreak, go and eat a egg biryani. It will not mend your heart, but it will smoothen your nerves. And time is the only factor that can mend a broken heart. I am not telling this from. So what happened here? My friend's son got married, and I went to Bhopal for 3 days. And morning, evening, and noon, I ate non-veg food which was drenched in oil. I even told the cook, why you are adding so much of oil to the biryani? He said, sir, 1,500 people. I cannot cook this biryani without. So I ate that, and if you eat triglyceride or oily food, next day only triglyceride will go up. So this is not rigged. This is the actual data. I am doing this for since 2001, testing and trying to find out whether there is any impact on the lipid profile. This is what Dr. Jhala was saying. Maji Sainik is one of the better outlets on Zomato, and there is a counter also, very delicious, but oily. It is having too much of oil. It is very delicious, unique cuisine, very nice. Raju omelette is also there. You know it better than me. You know Zomato. What does Zomato say? What is the punchline? Eat what you love. What is the punchline of Zomato? Eat what you love. So in my next birth, if I become a human being, I will marry Zomato. Je khao hai te khawdawe. This is one more item from Kent. Kent Taro. There is an egg boiler which is outstanding. There are 3 settings. You can have a liquid egg or you can have a boiled egg. And in, I think, 1.5 to 2 minutes, you get the egg. It is outstanding performances there. Very nice product. You can buy this and you can eat boiled eggs. So what are the benefits of the eggs? It offers complete protein, good amino acid profile. For the ladies and gents, beautiful skin. You can see my skin, 60 years old, no wrinkles. Eyesight is also good. I can still recognize my daughter sitting there. It will boost immunity. I have not taken the antibody titers. I have not shown them. But after 1.5 years of corona vaccination, my antibody titer is still 161 for corona. Egg help you with good cholesterol, higher HDL. It will lower your triglycerides. We will test after 15 days to see whether the triglyceride goes down. It lowers the odds of getting a stroke. It is affordable. They are heart healthy, and table egg have no life. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is what I have to say. And for Rais, I will have a share that हीरा कहता है जौहरी से, हीरा कहता है जौहरी से, क्या कहता है? जब तक बिका न था कोई पूछता न था, तुमने मुझे खरीद के अनमोल कर दिया. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. S.R. Anand, for giving a very interesting and joyful lecture with learnings. Now, may I request Dr. R.M. Rajpura to introduce Mr. Sameer Patel. Please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anand sir, for enlightening us with this nature's perfect food. No doubt, egg is a perfect food which contain all 13 minerals, all 13 nutrients, proteins, and everything is there. But in that also we can increase the nutrient level, which can be done like vitamins levels, lutein levels. The enrichment can be done. And this enrichment is the need of ours. People want a specialized product. So for this discussion on the egg enrichment and further processing of eggs, that in terms of powder eggs or liquid eggs or egg powder or specialized product, and special to marketing, because marketing is also required. Today we have with us Mr. Samir Patel. Samir Bhai Patel is a graduate of this BA College of Agriculture. He has completed his degree in 1992 in BSc. Then he's done MBA. After that MBA, he's completed in diploma in nutrition. Then joined poultry companies. He worked in the poultry feed since last 25 years. Recently, he has his own company like Cooper India Private Limited. And apart from this, he's a poultry farmer also. He's a biotech poultry farm is there. In that farm, he has developed his designer egg. So he has a vast experience how to produce a designer egg and how to market eggs. So I will call upon Samir Bhai to give a lecture, deliver the lectures on this designer egg production. Samir Bhai, please.
Pointer is which? Okay. Okay. Hello. I am audible to everybody. Yeah, good morning to everybody. And today is a World Egg Day. And I wish everybody happy World Egg Day. Actually, Dr. Rais has introduced me. And in that he mentioned that I was the student of this college only. In 1992, I passed out. Actually, coming on this stage, I am feeling like I am back to my home. I can share something. This is the stage where I received some appreciations. You can see the same color. And I used to play a lot of drama and performances here in this college and on this same stage only. This is one more picture where I have performed a lot, means my dramas and performances. And I still remember when I was performing, many of my college mates, they used to cheer a lot. So for next 40 minutes, I am requesting all of you to make me feel like 22 years young with a lot of cheers. Yeah. Also cheers for World Egg Day. So today the topic which has given to me is that the nutritional enrichment of eggs and egg processing. It is something like Dil Mange More. For the viewers on online audience, so heart demands more. लेकिन मजा नहीं आता. Hindi, English, cocktail, Dil Mange More is good. Yeah. So Dr. S.R. Anand has clarified that why Dr. Rais selected him, and he told me that his head is like egg shape. So I think it's a standard protocol of Anand Agricultural University to select the people who have a head like this. Okay. So now, joke apart, I will talk what I wanted to talk. The value addition in egg, sorry, I am carrying this. The value addition in eggs can be done in two ways. The number one is pre-oviposition. Pre-oviposition, so some of you have must have learned your poultry science lectures, the all agriculture students. The thing which I will talk means I want to share with you is I have come in this industry not by choice. I come in this industry by chance. When I completed my BSc Agriculture graduation. At that time, there were no jobs for the agriculture students. So I entered in this industry as a salesperson, and then I grow what I am today. So when I was studying, when poultry science lecture was there, many times we are agriculture students. We don't give weightage to the allied science like poultry science or animal nutrition. But what I requesting you is, any subject can become your career. So please do attend all subjects which are taught to you in your academic study. So pre-oviposition value addition is something like what many have told you also, like omega enrichment, selenium enrichment, various vitamins enrichment, even that you're pigmenting the yolk in darker way or whatever means color you like. So it is a pre-oviposition. It's a true value addition also, we can say. Then one more is a post-oviposition. It's a post-harvest technology. Post-harvest technology means when the egg is laid, after that, if you are converting that egg into liquid or powder or some blend of liquids or blend of powders, it is called the post-harvest technology. Now, why do we need enrichment? अंडा तो मिल रहा है market में, then why should we do? Why we need enrichment? Many of young chaps sitting here, when you go back to your home, ask your grandfather, have they seen any of this picture? They will say no. They never seen crowded people, polluted air, then this processed foods, then stressful life. So many things like this is leading to the nutritional deficiencies. Many times we have some problems, and when we go to our doctors or family doctors or physicians, that I have a so and so problem, he will diagnose the problem and he will identify a particular nutritional deficiency is there in your body. And I suppose 60 to 70% of our problems are related with the nutritional deficiencies. So doctor prescribes you the nutritional supplements like omega-3, multivitamins, or maybe B12, B3, minerals, or lutein. So from this, we could understand that we don't need to eat tablets every day, but we should have a food which can provide these nutrients in sufficient quantity by which we can correct our deficiency as well as we have a proper level of nutrients required for our body. So everybody, all living beings have some God-gifted power. Similarly, this poultry hen has also a God-gifted power. What you offer to poultry, what feed, kind of feed which offer to poultry, they will convert that feed into the egg. And that egg is, this hen is very much efficient to convert the all, mainly lot of nutrients and transform it into the egg. There is a various kind of enrichment is possible. When I initiated my talk, I told you that the topic which I have been given is egg plus dil mange more. Means normal eggs are already available in market, but nowadays there is a trend that enriched eggs are available in the market. And of course, that market share is very low, but it is improving day by day. So various kind of enrichment, which is, we can say that omega-3, we can say polyunsaturated fatty acid enrichment, that lutein enrichment. It's a lutein is a very important nutrient for eye. Many times you get a cataract problem, then doctor recommend you the lutein supplement. Then vitamin B12, of course, for nervous system, selenium for immunity, carotenoids and vitamin D3, particularly for old aged people, vitamin D3 supplementation means is more important for them. So all various kind of, see, this is a highly technical things I am talking you. Few of our dignitaries have mentioned me as a Dr. Samir Patel. Actually, I am not a doctor. I am a practicing person in poultry industry. I am in supply of inputs for the feed, and as at the same time I am a practicing farmer, and I have learned this all the enrichment and technical things from the these industries. Many people are sitting here like Dr. Ashok Bhai Patel, I think his lab, Hetul Bhai Patel. I have learned lot of thing in particularly for broiler farming from him, and many from the layer farmers also. So this is the how omega-3 enrichment we can do. This actually omega-3 enrichment is the most popular in world. You can see any country, and if you go to any mall or food shops, you will find omega-3 enriched eggs. And that is only because of Dr. S.R. Anand has already explained that everybody wants to eat the good fat. So that is the reason omega-3 is a highly successful demanded product in the world. Then this how we can this enrich eggs. Particularly, there is a most common two inputs which we can utilize to enrich. Is first one is this flax seeds, and another one is a fish oil. As such, they are very rich source of polyunsaturated fatty acids, and that's why when we incorporate in the feed with balancing of feed nutrients with the advice of a nutritionist, we can transform this omega-3 to the eggs very nicely. This enrichment also can be done with fish oils, particularly menhaden oil, menhaden fish oil, and this cod liver oil is very efficient in converting this omega-3 fatty acids to the yolk. And this particularly fish oil, there is some restrictions. If you use a lot of fish oils in feed, that egg may develop fishy odor. And because of this fishy odors, many people may not like the fishy odor eggs. That's why we need to restrict the oil, particularly fish oil in feed when we are enriching the omega content. And this flax seeds, there is some, I have taken these numbers from Dr. Stephen Leeson book of commercial nutrition. Approximately 20% of flaxseed incorporation in feed can impart 525 milligram of omega-3 and 87 milligram of DHA in egg yolk. Particularly, this enrichment is only possible in yolk only. Albumin, there is a different part of egg. Dr. S.R. Anand has already demonstrated you that albumin cannot be changed. You cannot change the protein portion of the egg, but you can modify the yolk portion of egg. And in yolk particularly, this fatty acid profile can be easily modified with use of flax seeds. Now, what happens when there is a lot of polyunsaturated fatty acids in feed? They are very vulnerable for oxidations, auto-oxidations. And to prevent this, we need to add some vitamin E supplements, means more than its requirement to prevent the oxidation of the this omega-3 fatty acids. This is the one table I have presented. You can see this is a normal egg, and this is a omega-3 enriched egg. See, you can see there is a saturated fatty acids is reducing, but the unsaturated fatty acids is increasing. And of our interest, this PUFA 16 and here is 32, almost double we can get in this enriched egg. And omega-3, particularly 1.1 in normal eggs, here you can see manifold increase. So when you eat this omega enriched eggs, you are putting inside your body means good fat inside the body, and you can prevent a lot of cardiovascular diseases which are very common, particularly here in India. Then even this, you can see the ratios. Dr. S.R. Anand has also showed us his report. In that also there was from that also we can calculate some ratios. So here ratios is also improving. You can see here the unsaturated to saturates. It approximately 30 to 35% ratio is improving by eating omega-3. This means enriched omega from omega, enriched omega egg. Then what various benefits which are Dr. S.R. Anand has a high triglyceride. So I recommend you, Dr. Saab, you eat omega enriched egg, your triglyceride will come down. Yeah. So this is what I am not saying, but some research published in various papers I have taken from that. Yeah. And this particularly consuming this 800 milligram of omega-3 per week can reduce from various coronary heart artery diseases, and it also important role in retinal and brain development, and also it is also helps in maintaining the cardiovascular system of body. So vitamin E enrichment, it is actually compulsory when you enrich the omega. We need to enrich the egg with vitamin E, because I told you that omega-3s have a vulnerable to oxidations. So we can enrich if we add means this vitamin E level 200 ppm in feed, we can get 314 microgram of vitamin E in yolk per gram. Various benefits of vitamin E, like it acts as a free radical scavenger that may help in preventing cancer, coronary heart disease, inflammations. It also helps in reducing oxidative damage in cells, and it recommended requirement of vitamin E for human is 10 milligram per day, and thus consuming designer egg fortified with vitamin E fulfills the 50% requirement of the human. Then one more enrichment is selenium enrichment. Here this the group of students who are studying in this Bansilal Amrutlal College of Agriculture, they must be knowing that our soils are soils of many countries, they are deficient in selenium. So in food chain, the selenium deficiencies goes on. So suppose your soil is deficient in selenium, your crop will be deficient in selenium. Then that when that crop is offered to the bird, again there is a selenium deficiency, and that egg we consume, again there is a selenium deficiency. So if we can enrich the egg with selenium, then it is a good to supply the selenium requirement of our body. And particularly selenium is very useful for the immunity development. And during this corona also, even WHO also has in his guidelines, they have also mentioned this thing, particularly for selenium. With organic selenium supplement, we can enrich the egg up to 45 milligram selenium per egg. The normal human body requirement is around 75, adult, particularly adult I am talking, 75 milligram selenium is required per day. So if you consume 2 of selenium enriched designer eggs, approximately you just crossing your requirement daily. These various vitamins, they can be enriched in eggs. There is some transfer efficiency also I have written, like this vitamin A is highly, means we can transfer with the highest ratio 60 to 80%. Then riboflavin, biotin, B12 is 40 to 50% we can transform from feed. Then this D3 and vitamin E having a medium transfer efficiency, and these 3 vitamins like K, thiamine and folacin have very low transfer efficiency. So what your product is, accordingly you can design your feed formulation with the help of nutritionist to transform that nutrients in egg, and accordingly you can offer in the market. There is a carotenoid in enrichment. You see, we can do with this raw materials like this red and yellow maize. Then you can use marigold petals. They are very good source of xanthophyll. Paprika powder, alfalfa meal, blue green algae, natural pigment, synthetic pigment. This we can use to enrich the kernel. There is some specialized enrichment also, like fluoride enriched eggs for young children for tooth structure. Then iodine enriched eggs for hypothyroid person. This is particularly produced in Japan, iodine. Then creatine enriched eggs for more fitness. These are now trending, and our company is also associated with creatine enrichment in eggs for commercial egg as well as breeder eggs. So friends, looking to this, you can you must have confused that is it a hen or pharmaceutical company? Yeah. So we can do a lot of wonder with this enrichment. Now I will discuss about various pasteurization and processed egg products. Processing of shelled egg. Shelled egg is nothing but it's a whole egg which we market. So various steps you need to follow, particularly if you want to sell the shelled eggs in particularly. Here this first is real-time collection. Immediately after laying, you should collect your eggs to get the deterioration from weather as well as from dirts. Then grading, you can do that small, medium, large eggs, even cracked eggs. You can remove by candling, even eggs which are having inside the blood spot or mid spot, that also we can identify with this candling. Then washing can be done with little warm waters. Then oil coating, this light mineral oil is used for coating because this egg shell, they're having a lot of pores outside. So that it is vulnerable to a lot of invading bacteria. So to prevent that, you need to coat the shell so that you can increase the shelf life of egg. And storage. See, this is a pasteurized shell eggs. You can see this P stamp on the egg. It shows that it is a pasteurized egg. Few countries have now made mandatory. They can sell only pasteurized eggs. Of course, we don't have that law here in India. But the pasteurization process, it is something like a heat treatment by which you can kill the E. coli and Salmonella if they present in egg. That pasteurization is 5 to 6 degree temperature for 3.5 minutes. Of course, it is done with machine because manually it is not possible to control the temperature, because temperature goes over, then that albumin portion will coagulate. This is egg liquid and egg powders. Just I will talk to you. But why it is? What are the advantages of converting the egg to egg liquid? Is number one is simple saving. There is no need to crack the eggs. You see the many big consumers of egg, like very big restaurants, and they need to crack a lot of eggs. So it's very easy for them to use the egg liquid to prepare the various recipes. Then it improves the better shelf life because it is under very much control and it is already pasteurized. So it is a free from all kind of bacteria which can damage the egg. Then separation of egg liquid is possible. Like this in egg, there is a white portion and yellow portion. Some fitness dietitian there recommend you to eat the white portion. So in this liquid making process, it is possible to separate. You can make egg white liquid, you can make whole egg liquid, then yolk liquid, you can separately you can make. Then better market control during laying season. Many of poultry farmers are sitting here and they face a lot of problem in laying season like summer or any festive seasons. This time we can convert this excess eggs into powder or liquid, and we can have a good impact in market control. This is the liquid and powder photos which I have showed. So there is a different variants, like yellow is a yolk powder. This one is a whole egg powder. This is a egg white powder. Similarly, this liquid also can be 3 types. So you can sell it according to need of market. How liquid is made? The first stage of is we can put some qualified eggs into egg breaking machine. That egg breaking machine will automatically break the eggs. It is available with very huge capacity also, right from 10,000 to 1 lakh per hour. And many big companies, particularly we don't have any companies which are making this kind of machine in India, but in foreign countries we have a lot of companies. They are making this kind of machines which can be utilized particularly for egg breaking in mass. This is a separating machine. See, there is that broken eggs that travels on belt, and that yolk and albumin both are separated. So you can have a separate process after that. This is a homogenization machines. Means before pasteurization, you need to homogenize your liquid material. This is actually the machine which is doing pasteurization. Many of us who are living in Anand, we have Amul Dairy here nearby. You can visit. They have a lot of pasteurization machines, and you can come to know there is a 3-part particularly actually in this machine. There are tank holding tubes, plates, and chilling tanks. This particular liquid can be pasteurized with a temperature of 57 to 60 degree centigrade per 3.5 minutes. Then few steps, final steps like treatment with enzymes. Sometimes some enzymes are available which can improve this foaming property and even the shelf life of egg liquid and powder. That we can use in the material. Then chilling can be done, and frozen plus. There is a 2 kind of liquid you can sell. Is the normal this pasteurized ready fresh liquid, and another is a frozen blast. This frozen blast have a very long shelf life. You might have seen some mango, even frozen blasted mango pulp, similarly like that, and supply in cold chain. Then powder making process, particularly 1 step forward to liquid. After manufacturing of liquid, you can convert that liquid to powder also. And this process of powder making is simply carried. It means a spray dryer. It is used. This liquid is sprayed through thin nozzles in vacuum. This container having temperature of 85 degrees centigrade temperature. So during this process, this liquid is vaporized and egg powder settle down. Same way how the milk powder is made. This is the egg powder making machines photograph I have seen, and you can see this various kind of powder which are produced in these machines. Now the last part of my talk is marketing. So whenever you heard the word marketing, you remember the Philip Kotler. He is the godfather of marketing. He has written many reference books, and many people who are studying management, they study this book also. He has given five P's of marketing, particularly. This first is a product. You need to identify what kind of product you want to market, and what is the requirement of that market. Accordingly, that kind of product you can make. Then price. Price is particularly, it should be worth buying. See, Wagoner is a worth buying for few class of people, and Mercedes-Benz is also a worth buying for few classes of people. So price should be worth buying. Then place, where you are placing your product. If you are placing at right location, you can get more sales, and if you put at wrong place, you will get lesser sales. Then promotion, that I will talk in next slide. Then people, here people means what the staff you are having involved in this business, and this customer people. See, many times this mouth publicity is the biggest marketing tool. So how your product perform accordingly, this mouth publicity people can do. And the last one, which is not in syllabus of Philip Kotler, which I am showing, is a 6th P of marketing, is a packing. दिखता है तो बिकता है, बराबर? So you should have a good packing, means it appeals to the customer that I should buy this product. It must be a good product. And this how we can market? We can utilize this retail trades. See, in retail trade there is a general trade. General trade is means what? There is a small shops, few premium food shops, those who can those who are selling the food products and they are keeping the eggs, it is a general trade. Then there is a modern trade. Modern trade means something like this Big Basket or Reliance or Jio, or they are the modern trade. Then retailers, many retailers are there, and door delivery like this Food Panda, Uber Eats, Zomato. This you can utilize to market your products. So marketing of eggs and egg products in corporate trade means a big volume sales you can do in corporate trade. In corporate trade, you can means sell your product to this baby food manufacturer, pet food manufacturer, cosmetics. You must have seen shampoos utilizing with egg, egg. Then bakeries, they are also using a lot of eggs and egg product. You can target for the you can target these people with that egg liquid also. They are the good buyer for egg liquid and powder. This is the promotional activities. This is, see, you can see this Sania Nehwal, Roj Khawan Day. There is a hoardings. It was promoted by NECC, National Coordination Committee. And same way, this is a TV advertisement. Sachin Tendulkar was hired for that. Have you had an egg today? And then also this Radio Mirchi, also this Radio Mirchi or any radio promotion activity you can use to market your brand in market. Even nowadays, social media is also very trending. There is a various social media platforms available, like this you can see YouTube, then Facebook, Twitter, that Instagram, in various that you can hire any digital marketing person and you can promote your product. He will put a lot of content regularly and he will try to attract the customers for your product. So I said thank you everybody for listening me, and I am also thank you very much for the organizing committee for inviting me to deliver this talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sameer Patel, for giving very nice information about the marketing and basics of egg. The session is open for question answer. If anyone is having any question to expert or any other present here, you may ask the question. Is there any question from student side? Okay, sir, I have one question actually. How can we check the freshness of an egg? Because when we purchase the egg, we don't know how old it is. So how can we get to know how fresh it is?
Very valid question. Generally, when you break the egg, I showed in my first slide, when you break the egg has 3 portions. yolk, thick albumin and thin albumin. In a fresh egg, there will be no bad smell.
Yes.
When you cook also, there will be no bad smell. When you break the egg also, there will be no bad smell. And the definition will be there that there will be yolk, thick albumin and thin albumin. If the egg is old, sometimes graying will be there inside the egg or over the egg. And there will be a putrefied smell.
Yes.
So if that sort of egg is there, another thing is where you buy the egg from. So generally, if you buy from the cart, most of the time it is fresh. But if you buy online or you buy from Big Basket, my experience with Big Basket cold chain is not very good so far. Okay.
Okay. And sir, question for
One thing I tell you how you can taste
yeah.
egg, how means the freshness of egg.
Yes.
Dr. Saab has told that after breaking, I will give you one tip. Without breaking also, you can taste whether egg is fresh or not. You just take a beaker filled up with water, you drop the egg inside. If egg drop inside means it sits at the bottom in horizontal, you can say that it is a very fresh egg.
Okay.
It's little bit turn upward, little bit older.
Floating.
Not it stands on bottom, but when it floats, it's very old.
Okay.
Okay. One more. So this is how you can check whether the egg is fresh or not.
Okay. And up to what time we can like put it outside if it is fresh in different seasons?
6 to 7 days, egg will not go bad if it is
Okay.
put outside at normal room temperature. In the refrigerator, I think 15-20 days
Yes.
also nothing goes wrong.
Yes.
One thing you have to remember that water should not touch the egg. If you wash the egg, it will get spoiled. Because the egg has a natural coating, oil coating is there. And any form, if it is touched with water or you wash the egg, then the oil coating will go away and bacteria will percolate. So
But generally it happens when we purchase from local vendor, the outer part of egg is not very like clean.
It is not very clean.
Yes.
It is the bad part of the whole story that
Yes.
it is soiled or it is not clean. And if you put it in a refrigerator, you clean it with a moist cloth. And once water touches in, water will go inside, it will contaminate the egg inside. How we clean is with a emery paper, we remove the dry litter or something which is sticking. We will just rub the emery paper lightly and remove.
And sir, what is the place to buy such this nutritional value added eggs? Which is the place? Yeah, which is the place to buy?
This is the place, but so many people will call me, I think. But any premium food shops available,
In
there
Anand?
you can buy this kind of enriched and packaged egg, and you can get a lot of
Okay.
zero
Zero
degree,
degree.
Big Bazaar, then this minus, then the many food premium food shop they have.
Any question? Yes, sir.
Actually, sir, I don't have anything, but on behalf of some students and who are very much interested in this management, marketing, trade, I have 2-3 questions on that. And we expect from you to be honest. Anyway, sir, this is just honest means we are having you both here. Very fortunate, a fine blend of academics and practitioners. It is very rare. Either we have academicians, very strong academicians, and they are good. But sometimes we have the practitioners now, industry experts, but they are also lacking somewhere. But fortunately, you both are having the backgrounds in academics as well as you are practitioners. We are very, very fortunate. You have got it established for to meet our purpose of the students for higher education. Both these things. So fine blend is there. This is my some small compliments. 2-3 questions are there. Maybe Professor Anand, you are a veteran. Definitely you know how to get the complex thing delivers in such a manner that people can also enjoy it. I think we are learning from you these things. Sir, one is that in marketing side, in poultry industry, basically poultry industry is not limited to only egg. Poultry industry, sorry, in poultry industry, the major problem is price fluctuations, price volatility. I'm not talking technical aspect right now. So I'm not expert in that, though we have some understanding. You are technical expert. In marketing side, whether it is egg or it is maybe the broiler meat, so the major problem is also at farmer's end is the price volatility. What you suggest to the government policymakers that we should do to reduce this price volatility? I'm talking more from the market intelligence point of view as an entrepreneur. This is first thing. Second thing, maybe to both of you, particularly Dr. Anand from your side, is entrepreneurship the most important area. Our new education policy, as well as the management, marketing, they are all now focusing on entrepreneurship. It is the buzzwords today, globally and more specifically in India. So what you suggest to us to maybe the foster the entrepreneurship in the PG students so that they can adopt these things, at least today in their feeling, can we inculcate maybe the feeling in that toward this subject to become ultimately the entrepreneurs? What you suggest to us, to the students, these two things?
I will try to throw some light on the first part, marketing or the.
Or I leave, sir, before I leave, only third one.
I will not remember the question only.
I will say only, sir, just only. And third one in why India has not realized its export potential in spite of the fact being competitive in international market. These things.
See, the first part is market volatility. बराबर. अब मैं तमे जोयो है, तो I have said 10 to 12 eggs a week. But in a week there are 7 days. You have noticed, I said 10 to 12, I eat 10 to 12 eggs a week, Rais. There are 7 days, so it should come to 14. That answers his question. કેમ કે શુક્રવારે લક્ષ્મીજીનો દિવસ છે એટલે ઘરે ઈંડું ખવાતું નથી. I cannot eat the egg because it is Friday. Nitin bhai cannot eat the egg because it is Monday. Natasha cannot eat the egg because it is Thursday. So religious restriction is there, which leads to inflexible demand in your parlance. Any household in India cannot start the morning without milk, because milk is inflexible demand. I said the other way around, but egg is flexible demand. Because of religious taboo, there is fluctuation in the demand. Demand may be very high. Shravan ચાલુ થયો એટલે અમારે તો મૈયત આવી ગઈ egg industry માં. As soon as Shravan starts, prices will go to the bottom of the ocean. Now this is a situation which cannot be corrected so easily. My mother used to say, "Bole ena bor vechai." That means बोर इज बेर, जो बोलता है उसके बेर बिकते हैं. तो हमारी एग इंडस्ट्री तो बोलती ही नहीं है, वो तो मुंह में अंडा लेके बैठी है, तो आवाज कहां से निकलेगी? So the most important part is, as Samir said at one point, that there are people who buy Maruti and there are people who buy Mercedes and there are people who want to buy Ferrari. The only problem is that the economy model is costing 3 crore and there is no road to drive the Ferrari. So maybe I have to buy a house in Abu Dhabi to buy the Ferrari, which is a long shot. So marketing is an area where the government input is required, is because industry is not doing the type of marketing that is done by Amul. Poultry industry is not doing the type of marketing that is done by Milk Marketing Federation. The best marketing campaign in the world is Milk Marketing Federation. Every nook, corner, everywhere it is Amul is present. And egg industry, chicken industry, yes, marketing is done by the American majors. Who are the American majors? Who is selling egg and chicken with lot of ease in India? McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, and Pizza Hut. All Americano. Everywhere in the world, if you go to Russia, outside the airport, there is McDonald's. If you go to Thailand, McDonald's is there. If you go to Mexico, McDonald's is there. They have captured the market. They are selling tons and tons of chicken and egg. So marketing is an area where poultry industry has not invested. I want to do a marketing campaign on television. Who will pay for it? Nobody. So I would request Government of India to put some awareness campaign, like Government of India, ICMR only has a target that 110 egg is the target for an average Indian. So if some awareness or advertising, because government has unlimited amount of money, if some awareness campaign is done in the newspaper or any DAID website, then consumption will go up. Unless and until we do marketing, we promote our own product, it is not possible. And poultry industry, they are not promoting, they are selling it as a commodity. Most of it, except people like Samir. Okay. Second part of the question.
That one second question also, what we can suggest them to for the government, means what government can take these steps for this reducing the volatility or these losses to the farmer. So I have two suggestions. One is government can declare MSP like any other agri commodity. They are publishing the minimum support price. So this poultry farmer should also get the MSP's minimum support price. Then second part, during lean seasons, like Dr. Anand Saab has told, that many times we have a reduced in egg demand. So what I have given you few means transformation of egg powder and egg liquid. This is the industry. See, before Kurian Saab has made a big example. When he started this cooperative movement, milk was, they were selling the milk as a liquid commodity. But they also came to know that many period is there, that lean time or overproduction is there. They can convert it to the value-added product like egg, means milk powder. So in similar way, we can promote this industry to convert the value-added egg products.
Sir, is your question answered or something has been left out? Yes. One more thing before I forget, that the Japanese company Suzuki is setting up a egg processing plant in India. That is the situation, and Suzuki, Japanese, you know how meticulous they are.
Yes, it's all right, sir. But one small point, because this industry is dominated by organized sector. We know this, no? But our farmers are small and marginal, 85% who constitute core production system. You agree? So how to take up to those farmers? What is your suggestion in entrepreneurship? How to encourage entrepreneurship for small farmers with this industry?
See, there is economics is an entity in itself. Economics is not a subject. Market economics cannot be dictated by anybody. There is a minimum threshold break-even point based on the cost of production and the cost of engineering and everything. And right now, in table eggs, the break-even point is 50,000 birds to 1 lakh birds. Below that, it is unviable. You can have a cottage industry or you can have backyard farming, but commercial layer farming below 1 lakh, it will become unviable only eventually because of the uncertainties of the business. In commercial broiler, we have a different setup. You have land. I think all the youngsters, Tesia is there. I forget your name. Govind, I know him very well, but I have this problem in my circuit that I cannot remember names. I cannot remember his name also is sitting. Hetul. I know him, but this is a problem in my Mayur is sitting behind, I remember, because he stays in front of me. So we have a different kind of system. Entrepreneurship you were asking. It is not there in commercial layer, it is not possible. But if you have land, you make a 5,000 bird farm and there is a contract growing system in which no investment has to be done. Govind will invest. How many birds you are handling, Govind, monthly? 20 lakh birds per month in Anand. Govind is from Simran, na? And Dr. Thesia, how many birds you are handling? 3.5 lakhs per month. I am also a small farmer, 50,000 birds per month. So what you have to do? You have to make a farm. 125 rupee per bird shed with drinker, feeder, everything, 5,000 birds. ખેતરના ખૂણામાં બનાવી દેવાનું and give it to a integration operator like Govind, or the other man who is sitting is also, sorry, Hetul. Hetul's father is the first commercial broiler. Is it something wrong with me or the sound system? Hetul's farmer, Ramesh Bhai, was the first commercial broiler farm in Gujarat. You want to understand what is vision? When there was no broiler farming, he made a farm of 30,000 birds. And I went into the inauguration and I asked, chalse? He said, definitely chalse, kyunki biju koi to chhe nahi ne. And today they are very big. They are into big operation. How much is your placement now? 3.5 lakh per month. 3.5 lakh per month. So you want to become a poultry farmer, you only need to invest 150 rupee per bird multiplied by 10,000 square feet approximately. You can get it corrected and give it to an integrator or integration operation like Shakti or Simran or Hetul. And they will invest everything. They will give you feed, they will give you vaccines, they will give you the bird, and they will give you growing cost, growing charges, GC. So that is how this is a very well established system. India has the world's largest integration operation. One of the world's largest integrators are there in India. This is a very simple operation. They will provide the skill, backup, everything they will provide. You have to invest only in your shed remains with you only. Okay. So this is a very good system. Our Prime Minister tried to introduce a similar system in agriculture, but people have not understood. And his vision is far ahead of his times. And that is why in agriculture also this type of system can be done. The land remains to the farmer only. The company does not have any right on the land. They just give you growing charges. Okay.
Sir, actually, I would like to ask a question. Thank you. Sir, how much is the breakage loss in case of eggs?
Breakage. See, breakage depends on the nutrition. How much is the breakage in case of heart? Heart break hota hai, so what is the percentage of breakage? It is very high. In egg, how much breakage? I studied breakage for several years. What the lady has asked, that we studied the breakage from Anand to Bombay, how much is the breakage? And there are several factors that decide the breakage. One is which truck you are using, surprisingly. In Eicher, there is less breakage. Ek Eicher ma, in one Eicher, 80,000 eggs will come. In the initial models, 80,000, and it has a soft suspension. So breakage is less. If you put the same egg in a Tata 407, there will be huge amount of breakage. Plus the nutrition, what is the nutritional profile? Calcium, phosphorus, trace mineral profile of the feed will also decide the shell strength. Shell strength, I think Dr. Savalia's team has been doing shell strength studies and everything. And shell strength is also an important parameter. How strong is the shell? But breakage is not very high. It is 0.1%, 0.2%, 2%, 3%. As the flock grows old, breakage is more. As the man grows old, he starts limping because of problem in calcium phosphorus metabolism. I also limp.
My meaning of asking the question was that we don't see the packaged eggs, right? So like in fruits and vegetables, we see that individual coating or shrink wrapped or vacuum packaging. So because of the low breakage, I understand that packaging is not required in case of it, and it would not be feasible to sell the egg if it is packaged.
No, packaging can be done, but you have to charge for the packaging and the quality of the egg. Samir can better explain that. But it is transportation is done in plastic trays, An egg is sold as a commodity off the counter, open. 1 egg, 2 egg, 3 eggs, 6 eggs, 30 eggs. And packaging, he will talk about packaging. So breakage during transit is not a very serious issue.
Okay, particularly this packaged egg. Here in India, we don't have law, but few countries, they are not allowed the egg selling like us. They have to sell in package only. Means each and every egg, where the source come from, that is you can come to know. Here, yeah, everything. As soon as our company is concerned, we are doing packaged egg sales, but that is in this enriched egg, not normal eggs. Yes.
Thank you, sir, for having very good discussion and sharing the knowledge. Now, on the verge of this occasion, I would request Dr. Y.M. Shukla to present memento to Dr. S.R. Anand to express our deep sense of gratitude. Thank you, sir. May I request Dr. R.S. Pundi to present memento to Mr. Sameer Patel. Thank you. And I request Dr. Rajpura to convey vote of thanks.
Good noon. I, Rais Rajpura, on behalf of the Snaheb Caste project and BA College of Agriculture, and my entire team, propose a vote of thanks on today's lecture, that is on goodness of chicken eggs, nature's perfect food. At the outset, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Dr. K.B. Katharia, Sir, for his continuous guidance, support, and encouragement, and providing us an opportunity to just perform or conduct this event. We are highly thankful to our Director of Research and Dean of Studies, Dr. M.K. Jala, Sir, and President of today's function, with his gracious presence, and be enlightened with his talk and thoughtful words, constructive ideas, and encouragement to us. I would like to thank Dr. Y.M. Shukla, Sir, Dean and Principal of this BA College of Agriculture, for his enthusiastic support and guidance to organize this event, and for providing the facilities to conduct this event. I also extend my thanks to Dr. R.S. Pundi, Sir, Principal and Dean, IAPAI, and Principal Investigator of Snaheb Caste project, for his enormous cooperation and guidance to our entire team. A special thanks to our chief guest and speaker, Dr. S.R. Anand, Sir, Director of Anand Animal Health. We enjoyed, Sir, your speech on the eggs and the poultry sectors, and you just enlightened, and you just this joyful speech we really enjoyed. I also thanks Mr. Sameer Bhai Patel, Director Cooper India Private Limited, for his giving his excellent speech on this nutrient enrichment and further processing and marketing of the eggs. Thanks is also extended to Dr. F.P. Savaria, Sir, Principal Scientist, Poultry Research Station, and core co-PI of this Snaheb Caste project of the Poultry and Livestock Group, for his support and guidance. I'm highly thankful to my my professor and head, Dr. D.C. Patel. No doubt he is not present here. In 11th hour, he had some assignment with the university, so he's not here. And he has given me a free hand to conduct this this event. I will extend my sincere thanks to my my colleague and my joint organizing secretary, Dr. Y.A. Ladd, core co-PI of this Snaheb project, for continuously working with me and to make this event successful. I'm highly thankful to our IT team and Director of IT, Dr. Dhaval Katharia, Sir, for providing us and this IT facilities, and Dr. Kshitij and Smith for conducting this webinar, this seminar on online mode or webcasting. Thanks is extended to all deans, directors, office bearers, professor and head of the universities, and this various departments for his gracious presence. A special thanks to poultry farmers Ashok Bhai Patel, Gujarat Layer Farmer Chairman, Gujarat Layer Farmer Association. Mithun Bhai is not able to present here, and other poultry farmers, distinguished guests, poultry professionals, stakeholders for his gracious presence and make this event memorable. I extend my thanks to our food committee members for arranging good food for us. Thanks is extended to Dr. Rucha Dave and Dr. Vishida for smooth handling this function. My thanks is to Bhavik Apurva, who is continuously working with me for this developing all these brochures and invitation cards of NAHEF team. Last but not least, I would like to extend my thanks to all your participants, even this present in the hall, and which is an online mode or in a YouTube. So thanks to them. Because of that, we make this event successful. Finally, I thanks to all those who have supported us directly or indirectly to make this event successful. Thank you one and all.
Thank you. And all are invited for the lunch at the left side of this auditorium, your right side of the auditorium. And I request everyone who has registered to kindly fill the feedback. Then after you will be able to get the registration certificate, participation certificate. Thank you. Thank you all.